Hey, it's Kirsten. I'm going to make this how to put a photo mask so you can keep reusing it and keep putting pictures in it. Okay, so one thing I just realized when I was doing a quick, whatever, just having a go before I hit record, and I realized that this frame is not perfectly rectangular, kind of a pain in the bum bum. But you're going to click on the rectangle tool right here. It's kind of um, under your tools here. So rectangle right there. You want to make sure it's shape and not path. And then hit fill, and there's a grayscale, whatever. So just fill it with a gray color. It's kind of the, I don't know, the standard, whatever. Um, and then don't have it be stroked on the outside, blah, blah, blah. So you're going to, actually, you know what I wonder? If you hold the shift key, does that let you, oh, no, it doesn't matter. So um, you're just going to kind of guess, like, roughly, that sounds good. Okay. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Hang on a second. Okay. Now, you want this layer on the top. Sometimes it can go below, and then you're like, where'd it go? You just drag and drop the shape layer to the top. Okay, you're going to get the move tool, and we're going to line up the top corner. Just, it's a good place to start. Why not? Okay, that looks good. Now, hold down the shift key, because then you can mess with the aspect ratio. And we're going to, so see how it automatically just is not totally lined up. So the top corner, the top is lined up. This is lined up. That is lined up. That is not lined up. Okay, so this is what I did. You're going to go to edit. Oh, see, it says transform path, but I'm wondering why. I wonder if you have to rasterize. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, good to know. So right click on the shape tool and hit rasterize layer, because that means you can kind of mess with it. Then we're going to go to edit, transform, and I usually do warp. I should have made it a little bit bigger. You're going to grab it and just bring that to the very end. And I feel like this has to go down a smidge. I feel like everywhere else it looks good. Nope, I feel like there's a little boo-boo down in this corner. So, okay, edit, transform, warp. There we go. All right, that looks fantastic. Okay, so what I'm going to do, and I just put, this is actually a PNG that I sell on Etsy, and I just put a red solid background just for fun. Okay, so now what I would do is layer, file, save as. This is a PSD. So at the end, give it a unique name and just say like with frame, like whatever. Who cares? Okay, save and save. Okay, now we're never going to mess with this again, ever. Okay, so now highlighting the rectangle tool, and I'm actually going to call this photo goes here. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go file, place embedded or linked. Either one brings you to the same place. Let's open up something that is super cute. I just took this picture a couple days ago or last week, I don't remember. Double click on it. Then you're going to, on the layer, you're going to right click on the photo layer and hit create clipping mask. Click on the move tool. Double click on it. Okay, so there you go. Wow, there's a green color cast on the belt buckle I need to fix. Anyway, okay, so that looks fantastic, right? So now what you're going to do is you're going to just go ahead and flatten it. You're going to go File, Save As. We're going to save it as a JPEG because this is going now to the client. We're going to rename it at the end. I'm just going to put SA, the person's initials. You're going to hit save and save. Now, before you do anything, you're going to do Control Z. Control Z. Now, Control Z opens up the layers again. You cannot hit Control Z if you close out of it and navigate it and shut everything down and walk away and then come back. Then you're screwed. But if you write in a row, you can do that. I do that like when I'm making memory mates for sports, whatever. I'll flatten it, save it with a unique name, Control Z opens it back up, and then I can literally get rid of the dog. And now we're back to square one. So now I'm going to grab the second, customer or whatever. So let's see if Jen has any horizontal pictures. She's got one of her family. That's fine. So you can hit place, double click on it, go to the layer, right click, create clipping mask. I just had a brain fart. Go like that. That looks fantastic. Flatten it, file, save as, change mom's initials. And obviously you're not going to save it in your Santa folder. You're going to save it in her photo shoot with her family. All right, I'm going to hit cancel because we don't need to do that. And then Control Z before I even do anything again and get rid of that. Okay, so now we're back to square one. And, now if you're going to save it, you can go back to that and get rid of those initials. So Santa with frame. And then we're going to save it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get rid of the frame tool. The shape tool. All right. So now we're going to go up to the frame tool. And I think it works in the exact same way, but I haven't done it in a couple weeks here. But we're going to kind of guesstimate on the size. Okay, so the frame tool is different now. Very interesting what it did. So I can see why you are very frustrated. That is wild. It literally ate Santa. Let me do Control Z. I'm going to get rid of the background layer just for shits and giggles. So the frame tool has had an update. It's very interesting. I'm going to see if I can figure it out. No wonder this is a total colossal pain in the ass. I'm going to have to go track down Unmesh and watch his tutorial on this. Yeah, this is insane. I don't know what just happened, but now I can totally... No, that wasn't it. That's some crazy talk here. Let me just double click on this. Yeah, because that opens up that, but when I do the frame, I don't know why it does that. That's friggin' wild. I now hate the frame tool. I hate the frame tool now. I think I'm going to use the shape tool from now on. So I'm going to learn how to do the update of the frame tool and I will get back to you. How does that sound? All right, so use the shape tool from now on.